Sunday night slab down. And as always, I am your host, Y290 in the building. And I am always accompanied by my brother, the Macho Head 84. What's going on, 84? You ready for this slab down Sunday night?
The Macho Madness is here, representing for the Slab Down. We have a very rugged and rough exhibition match tonight for the Slab Down audience. You know, we couldn't line up a tournament battle, but we're still bringing you that comic battle heat that you know and love.
Yes, and as 84 mentioned, we unfortunately do not have the tournament battle, but do not worry. I'm in the works of getting 2 matches in next week for the tournament, so that way we can get moving along so we can crown your first Slab Down heavyweight champion. But we have a great exhibition matchup, and as you guys know, all our matchups do count because when we need a number 1 contender, we need to make sure we have the right number 1 contender. So tonight we have 2 members of the comic book community that weren't able to make the tournament, but they were able to be part of the exhibition, and they're trying to get their hands on some gold. And before we get to those 2 contestants, we have a very, very special person joining us here on the mic tonight. And so you guys know the theme is horror covers, and there's no one I know in the industry that knows horror covers better than my brother, the Hialeah Comic Bro. What is going on, Raul?
Buenas noches, everybody. Glad to be here. I'm ready for this battle. 2 of my homies, Jeff and Javi. I can't wait to get this started, man. Can't wait.
Awesome. And we want to thank you for being here. And as Haya Lucha Libre said, we're going to bring the contenders into the ring now. And up first, we have the one and only Cantonese man himself from Cantonese Wednesdays, Jeff Comics 813. What is going on, Jeff?
Not much, guys. What's going on? Not much.
Oh, you ready for your horror cover theme matchup tonight, brother?
Yes, I am. You see the horror shirt I got on, so you know I am.
All right. I like it. I like it. And Jeff will be facing the one, the only, the Conquistadork himself, the captain of the Funkship Troopers as well. I must add that. But the one, the only, Javi The Conquistadork. What is going on, Javi?
What's going on? What's going on? Sunday night slab down. Glad to be here, everybody. Nice panel we all have. Hopefully it's going to be fair and all in good fun. So happy to be here, man. Thank you for having us, guys.
Sweet. Well, thank you for being here, Javi.
Oh.
I want to thank both of the contenders hopping in the ring tonight for hopping in kind of last minute. They're like, we'll get in. Horror comics, that's what we do. 84, he okayed it because you already know this is a 2-man show. We got to make sure everything goes through these 2 guys, 84 and 90 on the slab down. You know what I'm talking about, 84?
It was all above board. It's all good. I think we might see the old Jeff Jarrett guitar smash every night's over.
As Javi's coming with the heat. And once again, we want to thank Hialeah Lucha Libre for joining us as well as the third mic hot commentary. So thank you. And real quick, we got to hop into the chat. Got to thank all the beautiful people in the community that are joining us. We got the immortal Big Jack. We have Ben Compton. We have Javi holding it down. Thank you, Javi. We also have Big Papa Runk. What is going on, guys? Thank you guys for being here. The one, the only, Unruly Simeon is in the building. We have Big the Snake. We also have Sam I Am Comics, someone that 84 knows quite well now. We also have my brother Me-Man. What's going on, Me-Man? Me-Man is in the building. What is going on, Infamous? We also have Stay Puff, our brother Barbarian Kung Fu, Comic Books NYC. And it looks like that's everybody on the roll call. If I missed you, I am sorry, and we will get to that later. And for all the other people that will be hopping in and joining in later, we will get to you guys as we get there. But let's get to why we are here. That is a horror cover matchup. 84. You have any insight before we hop into this one, brother?
You know, horror covers. One thing I know about this genre is it can span a lot of different types of books. You know, I would presume we might not just see your Marvel DC Cape books. You know, we might get some deep cuts is what I'm expecting because, you know, horror dabbles in all kinds of comic titles. So I'm interested to see what these guys are going to pull out for sure.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Horror is a very unique topic, and it's a very open topic at the same time on how you want to interpret it as well, if you know what I mean. So I'm very interested to see what these guys are going to bring to the table as their horror themes. Now, 84, I know we talked about this bringing on Hialeah Libre because I'm not sure if you know, but he loves him some horror books and some horror art. So 84, I'm going to go to Hialeah to see what he thinks about this horror cover matchup. So Hialeah Libre, what are your thoughts on this, brother?
Man, I am super excited. I know a little bit of both their collections, and I want to see some surprises. I don't want to see what I'm thinking I'm going to see. So I want them to show some different, you know, combinations. And, man, I am super excited. I think it's going to be good, man. I think it's going to be real good. These guys know their horror. That's for sure.
Sweet. Awesome. Well, there's the insight.
Lucha shrouded in darkness.
That's awesome. Yeah, I love it.
Floridian Bela Lugosi.
That's exactly how he wants it to be for the horror theme matchup.
Horror, of course.
I like it.
So 84, do you want to break down the rules quickly for anyone that has not joined us here on Slab Down yet?
I'll break it down so, you know, I want you guys to pick up what I'm putting down here, which is the Slab Down comic battle. This is how we do it here. We got 2 competitors, 5 books against 5 books. These 2 men have been given a theme. In this case, horror covers, best horror covers. So the first guy's gonna be prompted to show his book. He's got 1 minute to introduce the book, why he chose it, why he thinks it's great. The other competitor is gonna get a minute to introduce his book, let you know why he put it out. From there, each man's going to get 30-second rebuttals to either continue to bolster up their choice or maybe knock the other book down a peg. At that point, the action will go to you, the chat, for the very important job of putting in the vote for who put forth the better book. And keep in mind, in Slab Down, we're all about who has the best example of the theme book. So keep that in mind when you're putting in your vote. Who's giving you the better example of a horror cover? Who sold it the best? Maybe who had the better rebuttals? Who had best mic work? There's a lot of things that should go into a vote here in Slab Down. So all those things should be kept in mind. And we got 5 rounds, brother. So we're going to run that 5 times. And by the end of it, hoping that there's no tie on the very last book, like insanely has Carol and T-Ron. You should have the winner by the time it's over.
Yes, and then just in case we do have a tie, hopefully these guys have a 6th book, hopefully just laying around that we could possibly go to a tiebreaker round because we're more prepared for that now. So for the future Slab Down shows, we're going to make sure that all our competitors have 6 books just in case we run to that 6th and final tiebreaker. But once again, we want to thank these 2 guys for coming on. I want to thank everyone here in the chat for being here. This is going to be a ton of fun. And with that being said, 84, do you have your handy dandy coin next to you? As he always does, it's somewhere arm's length. There it is.
Do. Lucky for me, right near where I stream is my coin cup.
Hey, and hey, Jeff, I hate to say this, but I would like to think that Javi's got home court advantage, so I'm letting him choose the coin toss in the air. Javi, you call it in the air.
Heads.
we have Tails.
Hold
Tails,
on,
okay.
let's put it up there for the people. We have Tails, so
Yeah,
we're going to Jeff. Jeff, you either get to show your book first, or you can let Javi show his book first.
Let Javi show his book first.
All right,
Oh,
so
man.
Javi, the move has been made.
It
It's
started.
going to Javi. All right, so 84. We got 1 minute on the clock. Have it set. The Conquistadork himself, Javier. You're on the clock, and the stage is all yours. You got 1 minute to show your first book, and I will wait until he seems that he's ready. Oh,
All right. So for
all
my
right,
first
hold
book-
on. I got to
For
make
my-
sure 80 Macho
okay.
Head is ready to go. Macho, you ready to go?
Macho is always on point. Ready to go.
All right. And with that being said, the Conquistadork, the stage is all yours.
Okay, guys. So first of all, thank you so much for having me. For my first horror book, I'd like to show off this epic number 31. Here we have this lady fending for her life in the underground catacombs, trying to fight off these giant mole rats, and just being in this situation. Nobody wants to be in this situation. It's a magazine size cover, so we got some nice art that was put into this. Epic covers are always super juicy, and just the drama and the suspense that this cover pops out and calls out to you. Just look at that, as they're grabbing onto her leg, kind of just not even caring for the lives. I'm talking about the mole rats here, just like crawling on top of each other just to get to her.
All right, there he is, back in your corner, Javi. That is
Wow.
your 1 minute. We have epic horror cover with mole rats and a lady in distress. That is the Conquistadork's first cover. There it is. All right. Hi, Hialeah, you have any thoughts on Javi's first cover before
Bro,
we
he
get
came
to
out
Jeff?
big. He came out swinging, man. That's a great cover, dude. Epic was a great run. Giant mole rats, hairless mole rats, and a damsel in distress. That's pretty much horror to me, man. That's wow. Big
All
hitter.
right. And luckily, you don't have a vote in this one tonight
Yeah.
because you're on the panel. 84.
Yeah.
You got your clock ready? You have any thoughts before we hand it over to Jeff for his first book in the horror theme matchup?
I'll reserve my initial thoughts until I see both books, and my clock is ready to go.
Keeping it quiet.
And
All right.
but if I could use this moment to just introduce new additions to the chat, which is my brother Roger, aka Metarog's in the chat, as Biggie likes to call him, the gangster of love. Tony Sanders representing the Hunt. Infamous, who gave a shout out before, but he could use two. Who Dat Comics, Who Dat T, the Unruly Simeon, all representing Taylor in the house.
What's going
Yeah,
on,
what's going on?
everybody?
What's going on, Taylor? And we also have Perry
Taylor.
Comics in the building. Mr. Miracle joined the fun. So thank you guys for being here. We appreciate all the love because you guys already know. After we get to Jeff's first horror comic, it's in your hands after rebuttals. So, Jeff, are you ready, my friend?
Yes, I am.
The stage is set and it is all yours. 1 minute is on the clock. Begin.
Got Frank Cho, written by Frank Cho, drawn by Frank Cho, Zombie King, one shot from Image Comics.
God damn. Move it over a little bit, Jeff. See, there you go.
Yeah. So
Wow.
zombies, man, that's horror. So Zombie King and some backwoods type stuff goes on in this book. Like some really good stuff goes on. Pretty much. Well, Javi had mole rats. Well, I got a zombie fucking a cow. So, so pretty much.
Oh man.
So that's what I got. I don't need the whole hour. So
There it is.
there it is.
There it is.
Yeah,
Frank
that's
Cho, zombie goodness. doesn't even want his whole minute. Jeff coming in strong. Wow.
Well,
And just
something to
when
say.
we thought it could be going one way, Jeff pulls out the Frank Cho zombie cover.
Wow.
Incredible. Now, 84, now I know you have some thoughts before some rebuttals, my friend.
Wow. Two solid books. Like I suspected, we're going to get these deeper cut books, man, and it didn't disappoint. Javi with the Epic Illustrated. I'm a big fan of Epic magazine, and it's a great paint rendered cover, it seems, with the mole rats. Great. It almost looked like it was a Frazetta cover, but I don't think it was, but it definitely looks in that lane. Of
Very inspired,
yes,
you would say, without a doubt. I am right there with you, 84, on that one. Right there with you.
Showing, for sure. Jeff coming through with the Zombie King, talking about apparently that book has some zombie bestiality in it. It has to be considered, but as far as just the cover goes, really cool layout. Cho is interesting how the title was going down the right side of the book and not over the top. It was a cool layout for the cover. So 2 solid picks, man. These guys came to play.
They definitely did. And before we get out of the first round, we still have rebuttals from each of these guys. Hialeah, I'm just going to wait for your thoughts after the rebuttal round.
Sounds
while
good.
84 is hard at work because he's got the most work ahead of him, as we all know.
Sounds good.
So we're heading back over to Javi. Javi, you got 30 seconds. Let the people know about your book.
Jeff knows I love me some Frank Cho, so he's just hitting me with the low blow. But I got you. There is some graphic stuff going on in that cover. We could all see it, of course, but just use your imagination and then just pretend where this could be going in the next couple of scenes if the rats got their way. I'll just leave it at that. Enough said.
Bang. Enough said.
No.
Also, we also have here the Last Galactus story, just throwing in that little bit of extra juiciness by John Byrne.
Ooh, it's in that issue?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
Look at that. Javi throwing out some extra goodness in his first book.
Wow.
Yep. All
I'm
right.
ready, guys.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So there was Javi's rebuttal. 84. You got the timer ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Jeff, 30 seconds. All yours.
All I gotta tell you guys, you got have cows' heads getting blown off, man, and you got bestiality, like I told you. So all I need to say, man, I don't even need that whole 45 minutes, man. All I gotta show you. That's all I got, guys. So I'm good.
Hey, we're voting off covers here, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, but he uses his 30 seconds for what he liked. What do you say, 84, on that? I think you can use your 30 seconds for however you want to.
I'll allow it.
I'll allow it. It is horror themed covers, but you can use your 30 seconds or a minute for however you want to. I'll go ahead and allow it. The Slab Down. I guess we're the Slab Down Commission. We allow it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
CEO.
all right. Sweet.
CEO and COO.
Right. With that being said, guys, 84, you got a lot of work ahead of you. Go ahead. Let the people know what you thought of this first round, my friend.
It didn't disappoint, man. These guys came through with 2 solid picks. I'm getting my 1 minute ready here for the minute voting session. So I'm about to put the vote to the chat while you guys, discuss what we just witnessed here. And if you could, as always, during this voting period, please just try to throw the name of the person you're voting for in and refrain from comments just to ease the tallying. So we're talking either Jeff or Javi, and you want to begin your voting right about now.
And there it is. Now it is up to you guys, as my camera has been hit and messed up. I apologize for that. I will fix that there. And 84 is hard at work, as you guys are hard at work letting us know who's going to win the first round. Hialeah Lucha Libre, you've been part of the Slab Down Tournament, and now you're part of the commentary, and you know what it takes to be in one of these matches. So let the people know how much pressure these two are under, and what are your thoughts so far on this first round, my friend?
Oh my God, it's more pressure than everybody thinks. Especially when a book comes out and you're thinking you got your books ready and you're hoping you pick the right book to go against their book. So yeah, man, it's anxiety. It's serious anxiety. And tonight I'm having a little bit more anxiety because Jeff just threw that out, and I got Biggie with the headlights covers off again. And dude, oh my God, anyway, the Frank Frazetta homage looking art is awesome in the epic that Javi threw out. Man, you guys threw out two good books, man. I'm very proud of you guys, man. You came out strong. Frank Cho, one of my favorite artists as well. And wow, dude, I'm blown away, man. I can't wait to see the rest of the I'm really excited.
As we just heard from Javi, you got to keep him back in his corner. He said it's only round one. So I'm excited to see what that means. But yeah, this is a impromptu exhibition matchup. So I want to thank these guys for being part of it. And I also think it is a great theme. It's something very different, something that, you know, not your Marvel, not your DC, but it could very well be one of those books as well. But typically you don't see those books in this realm. So very cool to see some different covers, and very cool to see two incredible people that are part of the community. I will be, because I was kind of handcuffed for time, but I will be adding their links to their channels in the description below. So definitely make sure you go hit up the Conquistadork channel and hit up Jeff's channel. These guys are bringing great content to the community, and they're also just great members. They're always in everyone's live chat. So I'm sure after our boy 84 ends the vote, and it has ended, Jeff and Javi, make sure you guys say something in the chat so that way people can go ahead and follow your channels, because I definitely want to thank you guys for being here, and I appreciate you guys supporting the community. And it looks like 84 is hard at work, and I know him. Soon that vote will be coming in, and we will have the first winner of in the horror match cover theme, and it'll be round one. But we have 4 more rounds to go. I know Hialeah Lucha Libre might have to leave a little early tonight because he's got a fantasy football draft he's got to go be part of. So just be on the lookout for that. So we're going to have to make sure we go to his expertise for the entire time that he is here.
That's
and
right.
84's got that vote rounded up. He'll be
84 is ready. 84
ready. All right. 84. There it is.
I counted them, and then I said, hold on. Let me switch it to live chat before I did it. I counted it again, and we got 7-7 on the votes.
Wow. We got 7-7. All right.
It's two great books, man. Two great
know what?
books.
With that being said, you know what? I think we're going to go ahead. Let's do another round of rebuttals. Is that fair? On those 2 books. And let's see if we can.
Forgot to vote.
I mean,
and we because we got a couple more people hopping in the chat now. We had
10-second rebuttal, and
how about 20-second rebuttals? Because we have about 3 more people that hopped in the chat, and then 84. You do we'll say a 30-second vote.
Well, we have, because if there isn't anyone that, because for example, who that's in the chat, and he said he forgot to vote. So he could put the vote in and be the difference maker.
You know what? Go ahead, who that.
He didn't vote in the initial round. So I think that's fair to say that if there's additional people in here. Z Collects is also in.
I was just going to say Z Collects just asked if we can put the books up so he can see.
Let's.
All right.
Yeah, you can put the
down.
books up.
So let's do it. 20 seconds. Let's put 20 seconds on the clock.
It's all right.
We'll just go ahead and do it. 20
and
seconds.
Do a full. All right, then do a full vote.
And then just do a full revote.
All right,
We're gonna do it right here.
Okay.
As things happen on the slab down, so we're just gonna have to make sure we have a winner. Javi, you got 20 seconds. The vote is not been decided. 20 seconds, you're on the clock. The stage has been set. It's all yours.
All right, guys. Maybe I wasn't clear enough earlier, but Jeff has some fire. We all know that his book has some crazy art, but just imagine what these rats were going to do to this lady if they got to her. We don't want to get to that.
Bang, 10 seconds.
Epic goodness. We already know. Enough said.
All right, enough said.
That's it. Enough said. All right, 20 seconds back on the clock. Jeff, go ahead. The stage is all yours.
Like I said, guys, it's Frank Cho's. He's illustrated it and everything. And there's Cal, Cal fucking in here. So you guys already know.
There you have it. There you have it.
Like I said. So all you guys got to know. All
Yeah,
I got to say.
Okay,
So,
there it is.
All right,
10 seconds
there it
left.
is. 84 is going to put the vote back up. We're going to have the revote. We got hanging chads in the vote. No pun intended there. No pun intended. We got hanging chads. This seems like a Florida themed ass show tonight. All right, we got recounts. We got conspiracies all over the place.
That's funny.
So there it is. And now the votes are headed in. And it seems, dang, 84's got his work cut out for him.
Yeah.
Because it seems that it
Well,
goes
look at-
one way, but then more
Tight, man.
votes come in another way. It's
They
super
both
tight.
came out with 2 bangers, man. These books are very
Watch it be 8-8 now.
This is awesome, dude. I am so.
I told you I had no vampies.
You guys are coming out with swinging, man. Both of you. Awesome stuff, guys. This is great.
Great stuff by these two. And I want to thank everyone here on the panel because this would not be happening with everyone here. So thank you guys. And as we're still in round 1, which is crazy because typically we're already in like round 2 or maybe even 3 at this point. But these guys are bringing so much heat that you in the chat can't even decide. That is pretty crazy.
And Dad, with short notice, man. With short notice, these guys
With short and bringing great books, man.
Yeah.
And I also, like I said earlier, I think it's a great theme. It's something very different. We're going to see different books tonight, and it's definitely going to, as we just saw, it's got the chat split because it doesn't seem to be one book is going to sway the people one way or another because it's probably books most of these people in the chat. Maybe I'll take that back. Maybe some of these guys have seen these books. But I think for the most part, a lot of people in the chat have not seen some of these books. So it's going to be hard, man. And I know I say this all the time, and the immortal Biggie Shack is going to hate me for saying this, but I'm happy I don't have a vote in this one. And I'm sure you yourself, Hialeah, are happy you're part of the panel. But if once you hop off it, and if you're in the chat, your vote will count.
Okay.
Let that be known.
It's true what you're saying. This is a hard decision, man. That's why it's so close.
I gotta somehow got to convince you to do your draft while you're on air with us, and we'll help you choose your players as we have the. There it is, 84. The vote is in. The vote is in. Enough with my rambling. 84. Let the people know what they want to know.
The vote came in. One extra vote ended up in the column of one of these combatants.
Wow.
And it went to the Conquistadork himself.
Wow. There it is. So round number 1,
Excellent.
going to the Conquistadork. And as we heard, a little sweet song of victory there.
Wow. Hold it out.
Before the vote came in, he felt pretty confident because he was playing some sweet song of victory. Round number 1, going to the Conquistadork with his epic cover, Mole Rat, Damsel in Distress. I love it. 84. What are your thoughts on the first round before we get into round number 2?
Electrifying. I think, now that we keep getting these episodes on our belt, looks like we might be dealing with some ties down the road and might have to figure out the quick tiebreaker for that. And we always have a third mic on the show So I think me and you should stay impartial, but I don't know if it's how people feel about that, but to have the third mic person be the tiebreaker might be something to think about.
And you know what? If the vote in the chat likes it, we'll allow it. If the chat wants it, we'll let it happen. I think that is a great idea because typically we're bringing a professional in on that theme.
Professional insight, yes.
So that third mic could be the deciding vote. And you know what? I like it 84, but we'll let the people decide if they're cool with that. But as they decide that, we're going to go ahead and see some more horror theme covers. We're in round number 2. We're going to kick it over to Jeff. He's got 1 minute. It's his second book. The stage is all yours, my friend.
All right, guys. I got the Wraith from Joe Hill by IDW. It's if you guys seen AMC's Nosferatu, this is the continuation of the comic. It's actually a prequel to that Nosferatu show. It's talking about Rolls Royce Wraith that actually turns kids into vampires and takes them to this place called Christmas Land. I wouldn't want to go there because adults get pretty much eaten by these kids, pretty much cannibalism. So that's all I need, guys. That's all you guys said horror, so I brought you guys a horror book.
The chat saying show it off a little bit, yeah.
Show it off.
Yeah, that's a good
Right,
idea.
it's good, Jeff.
Okay.
Wow. Bringing the heat.
Yeah.
And Joe Hill's Stephen King's son, if you guys didn't know that.
All right, back in your corner, contestant. Your 1 minute is up. And now we got to put 60 seconds back on the clock. We got another contestant ready to go. Javi, the stage is all yours.
Alrighty, I'm coming at you with some modern goodness as well. Here we have Alien versus Predator, Fire and Stone. Issue number 1. We have the Predator on the forefront and then the 3 aliens in the back, kind of wrapping around this human. And yeah, I would definitely not want to be in this position. Totally, I mean, the camera doesn't really do it justice, but completely black cover really invokes the spookiness. Yeah, enough said.
Enough said. There you go.
Bub.
There you have it.
Wow. There
There you have it, Chad.
I'm
Oh,
sure.
hey. Well, I didn't hear a timer go off. Sorry.
Yeah,
All right. Sorry. My
I
bad.
don't. Yeah.
Bringing the
Enough
heat.
said.
He said, enough said. My bad. I forgot that's Javi's line. All right. So there are the 2 books in the second round. It's time for rebuttals. 84. What you think about this before we head into rebuttals?
Incredible books, man. Very
All
good.
right. I really think it's going to be on both of these guys' ability to sell their books or talk down the other books to really sway the chat.
Yeah.
And
I
think
wouldn't
that-
mind seeing a little, maybe picking apart the other book. It's always a good strategy.
Yeah, it's at
For some
times.
people,
Yeah.
For some
It
people.
is horror night. You need to tear those other books apart, man.
I
Yep.
got you.
So, all right. With that being said, we got 30 seconds on the clock. We'll get to Hialeah's thoughts once we get to the end of the second round. Jeff, 30 seconds. It's all yours.
All right, guys. AVP is science fiction. This is horror here. It's Joe Hill. It's Stephen King's son. It's that's all I gotta say, guys. Like I told you, that the AVP stuff is science fiction. This is horror. He's Stephen King's son, guys. It's horror. This is horror. This is what horror is supposed to be.
Damn.
I wouldn't want to see this guy coming towards you, man. So
There it is. 30 seconds back in your corner. All right. 30 seconds getting put back onto the clock because it is the Conquistadork's turn right now. Javi, the stage is set and it is all yours.
All right, guys. Yeah, this may be some science fiction, but it's science fiction that invokes horror. We've all seen the movies. We've all read the comics. This is right up that horror alley. Definitely blood and gore, and definitely not somebody that you would definitely want to put yourself against, for sure. And yeah, Joe Hill, yeah, he's kind of cool. He does some horror stuff, but he's still kind of under the radar. So Alien versus Predator.
All right, there it is. 30 seconds back in your corner. 84. What do you think before you go to the chat's vote?
Damn. Two solid picks. The Wraith has got some buzz right now. With the television show and whatnot. I didn't know Stephen King's son wrote stuff, especially comics. That was interesting. Javi came through with the Aliens versus Predator. I heard the claims that it's not horror, it's science fiction. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Predators, perhaps. But, you watch that classic Aliens movie. I think, there was definitely some horror theatrics to the classic Aliens movie. I know that. Great book. Good stuff. And before you guys get into your thoughts, the panel's thoughts, I just put a minute on the clock for the voting clock. I'm about to drop the vote now into the chat, and I want to see what the chat has to say about all this.
Yeah, I'm curious too.
All right, there it is. It's up to you in the chat to vote who will win the second round in the horror cover theme matchup. Hiya Lucha Libre. What are your thoughts on this second round?
Bro, I love it. These guys are throwing out books on subjects that I absolutely love. Jeff was saying that it's science fiction, not horror, but the tagline for Alien when it came out was, "In space, no one can hear you scream." And I've never forgotten that. That's an amazing tagline. And on the flip side, man, I love Nosferatu. Love, love, love. Shadow of the Vampire, one of the best movies I've ever seen. Which is a homage to Nosferatu. Good stuff, guys. Real good stuff. Coming strong.
All right, nice. And as you all know, everyone on the panel has been bringing us great stuff. So I want to thank all of these guys for joining us. I want to thank you guys for joining us in the chat. And you guys are doing a great job by keeping your comments just to the voting, as 84 says vote. And I want to thank you for that, because it definitely helps us make sure we got the right winner. So I appreciate it. And I want to thank everyone that is behind the Slab Down and the Slab Down tournament, because everyone that is part of the tournament is putting in some great work, and they're giving us their time, because their time is more precious than anything, because as we all know, there's no price on time. So I want to thank you guys for being here, and for the people being part of the tournament and all of these matches. It is a ton of fun to bring you this awesome action. And for all the 90 holics in the chat, you already know YouTube is 90, and I waited 38 minutes into the show to say that. Would you look at that? All right. So
You're getting rusty there.
Well, I know people were waiting for the show tonight. We were a little late, unfortunately, and I guess I can say I'm sorry that we came out a little late tonight. And I was dealing with a broken washer machine that I was trying to get fixed, and that's why we started late. And last minute had to get a match put together, because unfortunately, the contestants inside the Slab Down tournament, well, they couldn't be part of the show, but that's quite all right, because they all have lives, so we just got to respect that. So I appreciate, like I said, everyone that's part of the tournament, because hopefully I can bring you 2 matches next week. And with that being said, it looks like our vote is in. The Macho Head is here. I killed enough time. Enough with my talk and gibberish. 84, bring us the vote.
The votes have been tabulated. And according to the chode. Yeah.
The chode.
Yeah. The cream of the crop of this vote, according to the chat, was decisively Jeff the Cantonese Comic Kid. 1 for 1. Yeah.
Wow. Jeff the Cantonese King coming through. Winner of round number 2. Would
Good.
you look at that? It's 1-1, and we're headed into the third round. So we're headed back over to Javi. We got 60 seconds back on the clock. Javi, are you ready? The Conquistadork.
I'm ready.
All right. 84, are you ready?
You got it.
All right. I don't even want to know what he thinks about round 2 because we're just going to hop right into round 3.
That was great.
Conquistadork, it's all yours. Take it away.
All right, guys. We've seen some zombies. We've seen some whatever the heck that last book Jeff showed off was. But let me show you a real vampire. Here we have The Strain by none other than the master of horror himself, Guillermo del Toro. The Strain, Mr. Kenyan Vampire Hunter. Here we have some zombie vampire action. We have some blood. We have some strangulation going on. Some claws ripping into this guy's armor. Check that out. The guy's look of fear in this guy's face. Just the blood just pops out with the black and white. This is a real horror book. A real horror cover.
There
All
you
right.
have it.
There it is. The Conquistador taking his full minute. I like it. And as the match continues, we slowly lose the Hialeah Libre to the darkness, as any horror book and cover match. Oh, no. All right. We got 60 seconds back on the clock. 84, you ready? I'm kicking it over to Jeff, the Cantonese king. You ready, Jeff?
Yeah, I got you guys.
All right. The stage is all yours. Let's hear it.
All right. I got you guys a Lucio Perillo Zombie Tramp cover today. It's the issue 57. Introduced the new Zombie Tramp. Introduces the new Zombie Tramp in here, and I wouldn't want to get in bed with this lady, man. So
Move it back a little bit, Jeff.
back better.
To your left.
There you go.
There, good.
That's pretty
Better?
good.
Okay. Yeah, and then it's signed by Lucio Perillo too. So that's all I got. That's all I got to say, guys. So yeah, I don't need the whole 40 or whatever I got left.
That's it. All right.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm having Biggie flashbacks.
Wow.
With that book, man. Ooh, that book's a banger right there.
That book is one hot book. And it seems that we have one hot matchup on our hands, 84 and Hialeah. I'm not sure which way this round's going to swing, but luckily we have rebuttals to help us decide that. 84, you have any insight before we get into rebuttals?
I'm a big Zombie Tramp guy. You gotta, on the Slab Down, you gotta be mindful of the presentation of the book on the camera. I don't know if I got a great look at it, but it looked like it was some fire. Javi, never seen that book before. The Strain, quite an impressive black and white cover. So far, some fire. And I got my 30 seconds on the clock.
All right.
I don't know who goes up first, but their clock is ready.
All right. Well, I'm pretty sure it's up to Javi on the first rebuttal round. So, Javi, take it away.
Like I said, guys, a real horror book written by none other than Guillermo del Toro. He is known for his horror movies and his inspiration on horror. And this comic book spawned a TV show, and it brought about one of the most badass vampire villains known as the Prefect. But enough about that. Just check out this cover.
Damn, 30 seconds already up.
Goes quick.
Back to your corner contestant. All right. Round number 3, 30 seconds in the rebuttal rounds. Jeff, it's all yours.
all I gotta say, rebuttal, guys. This is Zombie Tramp 57 introduces a new Zombie Tramp, and it's a Lucio Perillo cover. Lucio Perillo's been hot, man, for this year. He's been doing a bunch of covers, and he actually signed it right there. So that's all I need, guys. That's all I gotta say. All I gotta say, guys. I don't need the whole 30 minutes.
A man of few words. A man of few words.
Man, a few words. He lets his covers do the speaking for him, and that's what you got right there. Zombie Tramp horror cover, Lucio Perillo variant. All right, there it is. Round number 3 in the books. We all know 84 has got the most work cut out for him right now. 84, any thoughts before you let the chat know that they can vote?
I'm about to search on eBay for both those books because they're both fire. So good stuff, man. I'm about to put the clock on for the voting. So let's put it to the chat and see what they have to say about the strain, crazy vampire venom tongue situation, or the mirror zombie tramp Lucio Perillo. Damn, this one's probably the legit toughest one of the match, I'd say. So let's see what the chat says.
All right. With that being said, 84 is going to let the chat know that they can vote. And it'll be up to you to decide who's taking round number 3. Hi, Lucha Libre. I know we got few moments with you left. What are your thoughts on this round and on this matchup so far?
Dude, I'm floored, man. This is so even.
Bro, you're thinking about doing your draft with us. I can see it in your eyes.
No, you know what? I'll pop out for a second and I'll come back. It doesn't last long. But, dude, this is tight as hell, man. These guys are bringing some books, and it's so evenly matched, and books that we've never seen, because I've never seen any of these books, pretty much. But, dude, I'm very impressed with this. Great topic for these two competitors. Great show, man. I am entertained. I am entertained. This is good stuff, guys. This is tight. Like it.
Nice. Great stuff.
Yeah.
And I want to say, Javi, I might have that book that you showed off as well.
Shout out to Sam.
Yeah, because we picked that up at Sam's at Hope's Comics, if I'm not mistaken. My brother mentioned, he goes, I think we have that book, and I think you are right, me man. We do have that book. Yo, shout out to Silver Age Dave in the building. That is awesome, man. Thank you for being here, Silver Age Dave. That is super cool, man. That is really awesome. Appreciate you for being here, Silver Age Dave. What's going on, man?
Thanks for joining us, Silver.
We got 2 great books. The chat is getting ready to decide who is winning. I hope it's not another tie, because I got a feeling that 84 is counting. And he's like, damn it. So he's putting in the 10-second warning. You either vote for Javi or you vote for Jeff in the horror cover theme round number 3. We have the Vampirella Perillo variant versus the Del Toro. What is the name of the book again, Javi? I'm so sorry. No, it's not.
The Strain.
The Strain. So thank you, Javi. And I am pretty sure that the vote is almost in. The boy 84 will be in with that vote. And hi, Lucha Libre. Before you got to get out of here, do you have anything you want to plug, man?
Not too much. I'm gonna put up a haul video. And I'm gonna be on with you on your channel on Wednesday, which I look forward to every week. Looking forward to Javi's corner, the spec.
Stash or trash. Javi's variant corner. Stash or trash. Where the vote.
Wait to do that again, man. That was a blast.
Where the chat decides if we're stashing or trashing the covers.
Yeah,
I love it.
Good stuff, dude. I'm. This is a great topic for these two guys, man. Excellent topic. Well thought out. Excellent topic.
All right, 84. You look concerned.
I can't wait to.
Yeah, you're not concerned. You look concerned.
God damn. No.
All right. So the vote is ended. We got it.
And Huda, I did get your vote, just so you know. But it didn't matter because this round went decisively in the direction of that strain cover from Javi. He took it, and I wasn't lying. While I was letting the votes tally, I did check the eBays, and even though it didn't take it, that Zombie Tramp Perilla variant is not a cheap book. So you got that's quite a book you have there, Jeff.
Mhm.
Wow.
But this round was
Still couldn't beat the strain.
Wow, there it is. So round number 3, going to the Conquistadork himself, Javi with the Strain book, beautiful book, and it took down a beautiful Perillo Zombie Tramp variant. Wow. And we got Songs of Victory once again coming from Javi. It's 2-1, Javi. We're headed to round number 4. Hi, Lucha Libre. Before I guess, do you want anything? Do you got anything to say before we go into round 4? Before you got to get out of here, man.
I'm gonna just pop out when it's time. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna pop right back in. I'm just gonna go turn off my camera and stuff because it'll be done fast. I want to see this. I want to be part of this. This is awesome.
All right, cool. You do what you got to do.
Yeah, man.
Dude,
This is round.
Two of my buddies, and this is a great topic for both of them. Dude,
All right, so when you pop your camera off, I'll throw you backstage, and when you pop it back on, I'll bring you back on. Not to worry. And if you vote in the chat, 84, don't count it.
No, I'm not going to vote. I don't want to vote. I don't want to. No, I'm torn.
All right, so we're going to round number 4. We'll see if we'll need all 5 rounds, but you never know. Could go even more than 5 rounds because we've been in that scenario before, haven't we? 84. So round number 4, we're headed over back to the Cantonese man himself. Jeff, you got 60 seconds on the clock. Take it away, my friend.
All right, guys. I'm going to bring you guys something called Teether by Antarctic. Damn it. I always just butcher these guys. Antarctic Press.
Mm-hmm.
Teether.
Pull it up, Jeff. Show that. No, back so you can see the whole cover.
Okay.
Right there.
Teether. Well, the story is about a little girl that actually gets bullied into going into the woods, and she actually dies in the woods and actually gets taken over by some type of demon. And you guys can see on the cover, it's a pretty vicious demon, man. So they don't listen to the parents from the woods, tell them not to go in the woods, and they end up going into the woods. And this little girl gets taken over by a demon, rips somebody up in a bathroom. All kinds of gruesome stuff happens in this book. That's all I need, guys. So you guys said horror. I'm bringing you guys horror books. That's all I need.
There it is. Jeff finally taking his full 60 seconds in round number 4 to sell his 4th book right there. I like it. And before I get to your thoughts, 84 and Hi Lucha Libre, I want to see what the Conquistadork is bringing to the table to round number 4. So 60 seconds back on the clock. We're headed back over to Javi. Javi, what you got for round number 4?
All right, guys. That's a pretty intense book Jeff is throwing at me. I'm kind of digging through my stash here, trying to see what I could pull out. And I have for you guys a Headless Horseman, Supernatural Thrillers, number 6. The Headless Horseman rides again. Here he's throwing his skull at some pedestrian in flaming action. The Headless Horseman is, of course, one of the staple horror characters. He's been around forever. And this is some great classic Marvel horror goodness published in the 70s.
Ichabod Crane.
Ichabod Crane.
All right, we need no run-ins from Hialeah right there. We got to keep him back.
I feel like this is the longest 60 seconds ever.
Your 60 seconds are over. Back to your corner. Lucha, stay at the commentating desk. Thank you very much.
I didn't mean to. Sorry.
As 84 has to go ahead and clean himself up for holding back Lucha. 84, you have any thoughts on this 4th round?
This round's been absolutely horrifying. Yeah. Very interesting. I like that Jeff, puts forth what's inside the book as well as what's on the cover. It's a respectable strategy. And Javi, there's been a lot of modern books thus far, and it looks like you brought us back to the Bronze Age. So very nice tactic there as well.
A little 20 center for you, right? Damn.
Good stuff, guys.
All right. Lucha, we'll get to your thoughts after we get to rebuttals. 30 seconds on the clock. Jeff, the stage is all yours. Take it away, my friend.
All right, guys. Well, Javi's book has the Comics Code Authority. My book doesn't have the Comics Code Authority. It actually shows blood in it. It actually shows her ripping into the little kid in here in the bathroom that bullied her into going into the woods. So it got blood. He got the Comics Code holding them back for the can't show blood, can't show vampires, can't show zombies. That's all I gotta say for his book. But like I said, this doesn't have Comics Code Authority. This is a modern book, and it's an independent book.
All right,
That's all I
30
gotta say.
seconds. There it is. There it is. Back in your corner. Back in your corner. 30 seconds is up. That's my little Macho Head slight impression, right? It's just a little slight impression right there. So, Javi, 30 seconds are all yours. Take it away, my friend.
Just a classic headless horseman. We have a classic horror character. We don't need blood. We don't need ripping into people's bodies or anything like that. This just invokes fear by itself. We have the horse, the horseman, and the moonlight in the background. Classic.
All right, there it is. 30 seconds in the rebuttals for both these competitors. Back in their corners, 84. I'm right there with you. We have just a beautiful modern day horror cover, it seems. But Javi bringing in the first kind of throwback book of the evening, because it seems that we've had mostly modern books for the night. And wow, the chat has a vote ahead of them, and I'm not sure which way it's going to swing. Do you have any insight before you have to go and let these people vote, man?
Man, I was laughing at Steve Puff's comment where he said, after the Comics Code Authority, which was something. And, we just got the chat reminiscing about, damn, only 2 dimes got you that Headless Horseman fire back in the day. Amazing. So, cool. New versus old. I like that dynamic about this round. Interesting to see which way it goes. And that's why I'm about to put that 1 minute on the clock and find out. So the vote now is going to drop soon. And let me know what you think.
All right, there it is. Now it's up to you guys in the chat to decide who is going to win the 4th round, and if we will need a 5th and final round to decide a winner, because it is 2-1 to the Conquistadork, and it looks like they have their work cut out for them. Raul, what are your thoughts on this, brother?
Dude, I'm gonna have to pop up real soon, but dude, great books, guys, man. I am a few times, but this is great stuff, guys. Dude, you guys are rocking it, man. You guys are throwing out bangers for horror, man. I love it, love it, love it. And I'll be back. I gotta pop out.
All right, this guy,
Peace, Hialeah.
he will be back. So we'll see him when he returns. Not to worry. So 84 is hard at work. We got both these guys bringing you some great books, and it might be you know what? I'm not going to say nothing because I'll let 84 bring you the results when they come in. But I got a feeling we're headed to the 5th round because that's what the people want to see. They want to see all the books that these guys are bringing to the table in this incredible exhibition horror matchup. And not to worry, guys. If you guys do win, it will be marked down and you'll be put into the contendership for the #1 contender for the Slab Down champion. So 84. What are the results, my friend? It was pretty quick, huh?
It was almost the first total sweep. Me and Javi got
Yeah.
one only vote, and everyone else decided that the Cantonese Comic Kid should take round 4. We are going to the 5th round, ladies and gentlemen. The championship round.
We are going to the 5th and final round, and Hialeah is not back, so we'll wait for his return. All right. So there was Javi's losing song. We're in the 5th and final round. 84. I see you got to get ready. I see that. You got to hydrate. You're not, or you actually got to make sure that you're ready to go.
I'm ready.
Any thoughts?
You know, shit, this match has been even Stevens, man. I like that. This is it's a back and forth battle, dude. I think it was a good choice for these guys to bring through the horror. So I'm hoping it's not a tie in this next round.
Hey.
I'm ready.
Trust me, we got another book to break it. I got one.
All right. So if we need to, we will go to a 6th round if it does end in a tie, but I don't think it's going to because I think it's going to happen. We're going to have a winner in the horror round matchup. So with that being said, we're swinging over to Javi for the 5th and final round. 60 seconds on the clock. Take it away, my friend.
All right, guys. I'm keeping it old school. I'm keeping it Bronze Age. I'm keeping it supernatural thrillers. I have Supernatural Thrillers number 7 featuring the Living Mummy back from the tomb. Classic horror character. I believe this is like one of his appearances. I'm not sure if it's his first appearance or what, but I know this is like a pretty hot book. Living Mummy action, and here we have the frightened humans trying to run away from the mummy man. Enough said.
Enough said.
There it is. Doesn't even want all 60 seconds. 84.
Colors on this just pop too, man.
Yeah, I'll let your 60 seconds run out so you can
That's
just
fine,
show
that's
it. You know?
Boom. Clock's been reset. There's the minute.
And that book getting a lot of love in the chat, as
Yep.
you guys can see. A lot of people liking it. So Javi bringing the heat in the 5th and final round. But we got one more guy to show his 5th and final book. We got 60 seconds on the clock. Jeff, take it away, my friend.
Well, I gotta bring out my chair, Slab. It's a Donny Cates lenticular cover. Baby Teeth number 1. It's 1 in 500 only made. So, and it's signed by Donny Cates up here in red pen.
Wow. Is it possible you can take it out of the sleeve just to
Yeah.
see a little better?
You'll see. Yep. Give me a second. Yep. Flip it out of the sleeve. Let's see if it's. Does it?
Yeah, no, just pull it back a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, to your left. Move
Yeah.
to
Yeah, but it's lenticular, so it keeps changing. I like it. I can just.
Yeah.
Wow. And there it is.
Yeah.
And
There's the minute.
there's the minute as 84 is laughing.
Very nice.
Very, very nice. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I keep switching to see if this guy came back, but he has not returned as he said he would return, but we'll just leave him out at this point. So we got the 5th and final round. Wow. Both of these guys bring in some bangers, 84. We got rebuttals. Can you just go ahead? Get 30 seconds on the clock. Javi, take it away. Let the people know what else you got.
I have the Living Mummy. We have him breaking out from the chains. He's unstoppable. He's going to come after you, come and get you. Jeff has a lenticular cover, but you know, that's all right. This is just some classic goodness right here. Doesn't need no flashiness, no shininess. The living mummy. Look at his mean mug right up there.
All right, 30 seconds. There it is. All right, great stuff. Great stuff. All right, 84. Both these guys bringing some heat.
Yep. Let's see what Jeff has to say about this in his rebuttal.
I'm right there with you. 30 seconds, Jeff. Go ahead. Take it away.
All right, guys. It's a lenticular cover, but it's one of the hottest writers out there right now. Donny Cates writing Venom, writing Absolute Carnage. It's a lenticular cover, and it's first appearances of the characters, of Clark, the kid, and then the mom that's having the kid out of wedlock. It's a lenticular cover. And then Javi's book has the Comics Code Authority, like I said. So, you know what I mean? Comics Code Authority is going to stop him from writing some horror stuff, man. So, that's all I got to say.
All right, there it is. 30 seconds. The rebuttal rounds. Macho Head. What are your thoughts on this one, brother?
We got Jeff, out for the blood of the Comics Code Authority. It's with the lenticular cover written by Donny Cates. Javi, he proposed that the lenticular is nothing but a cheap parlor trick. Yeah. Old school Bronze Age mummy, tried and true. So let's see what I'm torn. They both made a good stance.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, 84. The fifth and final book. I think they brought the absolute heat out in both of their collections to show you guys. So, whoo! Luckily, I don't have a vote in this one. It's up to you guys in the chat. And you guys are going to see that 84 is going to let you know when it's your turn to decide who is going to be the winner of the horror cover matchup.
That's right. Get ready to vote right about now.
I do want to thank both of these incredible competitors joining us here on the Sunday Night Slab Down on the 90MF Comics channel. And with that being said, I want to take a real quick moment to go ahead and get to know these guys a little better. So, Jeff, thank you for being here, and let the people know what you got going on your channel, brother.
All right, guys. You guys know about my Cantonese Comic Wednesdays, but I got a surprise for you guys. I may have an interview in a couple of weeks with some local creators from Orlando, from Jolly Jane, and from Big City the company's called Big City Comics, and the writer and the creators are called Jeff Kaufman and Russ Rollins. If you guys don't know who Russ Rollins is a local Orlando radio host, like a shock jock type host. So I'm gonna have him for an interview for this their comic called Jolly Jane. It's about a drunk paramedic that actually gets taken over by a serial killer. So I've been really enjoying this comic. So I'm gonna have an interview going on there, probably in a couple of weeks. I've been talking to him back and forth. They're both down to come and talk. So, and then I have Silver Age Sundays with Conquistadorks every Sunday, and then I have Late Night Saturday, a book with a hook with Robert the Comic Book Galvin on his channel. I'm his co-host. So we're gonna have a surprise. We're gonna have 2 surprise guests this week. You guys have to tune in to find out. It's 1 p.m. EST and 12 o'clock for Pacific Standard Time. So that's all I got from what's going on my end. What's Javi got going on?
Awesome. Thank you, Jeff. And you beat me to it. Javi, what you got going on, brother?
What's going on, guys? So if you're hanging out with the Conquistadork channel, you can always check out some collection tea time where I show off some books in my collection. Be doing that either Monday or Tuesday, sometimes rotating in the week. Every Wednesday, check me out on the 90MF Comics channel where we talk reviews, comic book speculation. We do this awesome variant segment where we show off some variants and then we stash them or we trash them. So we need all the YouTube community comic book members to be there in the chat. Check out that show every Wednesday, 90MF Comics channel. And then every Thursday, back on the Conquistadork channel, we will be doing Oprah Boys Book Club. We have started, that's right, we have started up our own book club. And the first series we are going over is The Punisher, Welcome Back, Frank, by Garth Ennis and Steve Dillon. We are already on issue number 4, diving deep into each issue. And I believe this Thursday, I think we should do it on your channel, Chad, if you're about it. Kind of rotating channels between some of the members on the panel. So if you're open to the idea, I think it'd be cool.
Yes, if I am here Thursday, because I might have some plans Thursday.
We'll link it up.
Yeah, if it's not Thursday, maybe we can find another day, because I might be headed to Galaxy's Edge, because it is the grand opening for Galaxy's Edge in Disney World. And for those of you that do know, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so I might be headed up there, but I might not be. So if I'm not going, we'll make it happen right here on the 90MF Comics channel. I'm all about it, Javi. So you can find us here, Oprah Boys Book Club.
That's right.
Welcome back, Frank. All right. Well, thank you guys for being part of the horror book theme. And Hialeah is still not here, so don't worry, Hialeah. You go take care of your fantasy draft. Comic Head 84. Take it away, brother.
Well, the winner of this match, with a W in the win column, the reigning champ of the horror books in the Slab Down Match League, Book Wrestling League, whatever you call this thing. The man who knows how to pluck the strings and pull the books. Conquistador, Javi.
Oh, right. And there it is, the Conquistadork as your horror theme book winner. And it looks like...
No way.
It looks like he took down the slab. Sign. Donnie Cates, Baby Teeth #1.
That's
with
cool.
his classic mummy. Wow. And it goes to show you that you don't need slabs, that anything can happen on this show. And the Conquistadork is in the win column. And before we get to the winner and his thoughts, Jeff, how do you feel? And once again, let the people know where they can find you.
I'm just glad to be a part of this. I'm happy to be a part of this with 90, with Javi, with Comic Head. Actually get to work with Comic Head finally.
Hell yeah.
The second time.
Sure.
Like I said, pretty much. I had fun. I hope to come back. It was really fun, guys. I told you I wouldn't pull no Vampirellas out this time around.
Yeah.
I had number 6 was a Vampirella cover. Number 6 was Vampy to at least to get the win, but that's cool. I'm happy. All we were here to do was to have fun.
No, and that's exactly what we did. So thank you, Jeff, for being here. It was a ton of fun. I appreciate you for hopping in, like I said, filling in for the horror theme matchup. And don't worry, we will have you back on the Slab Down, because you brought some great books and you were a great competitor, and we will love to invite you back. So thank you, brother. Javi, how does it feel to get an official win on the Slab Down?
I'd like to thank my opponent, Jeff. I texted him before the show. I'm not really much into the competition, but I texted him. I let him know that this was all in good fun. Just show off some books that were in our collection. I don't really get to go through some of my horror stuff. Shout out to Taylor, who's in the chat. She was like my partner in crime. I was like texting her pictures and like asking her what was good and what was not. So thank you for her. Thank you guys on the panel for, inviting me. It was a very impromptu set up like a couple hours ago, if that. And
we were on Silver Age Sundays.
Yeah, we were doing our Silver Age Sunday show, and then all of a sudden 90 pops in and lets us know that we're on the Slab Down tonight. But I really appreciate what Chad 90MF Comics and what Comic Head 84, now known as the Comic Heads, what he's doing over there. I really appreciate what these two guys are doing for the comic book community here on YouTube and generally outside of YouTube, bringing just everybody together, having this awesome competition go down, getting the chat involved. I think that's such a great thing. Everybody feels like they're kind of like a part of it, and just getting to show off these books, it really means something to the people on the panel and the people who are watching. So just thank you to you two guys so much for doing what you guys do.
No, man, I appreciate that, Javi. And so you guys know, I definitely made sure you got Javi and Jeff's channel links in the description below. So make sure you guys go hit them up. I don't think I need to add 84s, man. Y'all know 84 already, you know. But 84, hey, I got to add Comic Heads on there because I don't think everyone in the community knows about Comic Heads yet. So I'll make sure I add Comic Heads as you let the people know what Macho Head 84's got going on, brother.
Man, got on short notice. Javi is great books, great stuff. Always like linking up with him on the Oprah Boys.
Oprah Boys,
which is a great show. And my boy 90, of course, the irreplaceable, incomparable 90. And yeah, man, as far as what I have going on, you know, I do have, like they mentioned, the Comic Heads. So it's Comic Head with a Z at the end channel.
Link in the description. I'm adding it right now, so it's in the description.
Link in the description. Keep in mind that the 84 channel is still alive and well. You know, I'm kind of Comic Heads channel is gonna because as you know, I can't go live.
You're going robotic on us.
Damn, just a little bit.
Mr. Roboto.
So
net zero. It's net zero CDs.
It's all right, man. We hear you.
All right. Well, as we lost 84, as he just launched his rocket into space, we'll get him back eventually. But like I said earlier, guys, I want to thank all of you guys for being here in the chat. I want to thank this incredible panel. I want to thank Hialeah Comic Bro for being here as well. I'll add his channel in the description as well. Thank you for everyone in the chat, man. You guys were awesome. You made this incredible. Javi, Jeff, it means the world to me that you guys made it on tonight. 84, as always, it's so much fun just doing all types of shows with you guys. I can't wait to do this again next week. And next Sunday, we have it for sure slotted in. Not to worry. The tournament continues. We have Comic Books NYC versus Rod the Rican. And, oh, there he is. Hi, Lucha Libre coming back a little later. And
I want to say good night to everybody.
All right. You're good, brother. Thank you for being here. I'm going to make sure I add the link in the description to Hialeah Comic Bro's channel as well. But I want to thank him for being here. I want to thank Javi. I want to thank Jeff. And next week, like I said, we have Comic Books NYC versus Rod the Rican. And we will also be bringing you the Heartbreak Kid, Jeffrey Comic-Con Henson versus I Got Issues. It's going to be a bloody matchup cover. So make sure you're there next Sunday as we're bringing you 2 matches. Javi, Jeff, thank you guys. I want to thank you, all of you in the chat once again. And then make sure you check me out this Wednesday with Javi for the 90MF Comics channel. I'll be here next Sunday as well. And I'll be on the MCE That Geek Show this Monday. So check me out there tomorrow night. And I will see you guys then. Until then, guys, YouTube is 90.